Full stop. Can't believe I live in.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are well. In today's video, I will be cleaning some neglected areas in my home and a high traffic area. Whether you need motivation to clean something in your home later or want a cleaning buddy for right now, I am here for you. But before we get started, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and let's get this done.
All up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was.
So the first room that I need to tackle today is the family room. This room does not typically get much use, but I've been using it a lot this week since my granddaughter has been here during the week for most of the day, towards the end of the week, but I just let the room go. So I had not been taking care of it like I normally would, so in my opinion, it's falling apart. So I'm just going to come in here, do a really quick tidy on some items, and then I'm going to move on to the next area, and that is right out here on the deck. You do see this room in an awful lot of my videos, and that's because the weather's so great that we spend an awful lot of time out here. Again, I've just kind of let it go this week because we're going to come out the next day and mess it up again. But I've been busy loving on my granddaughter, so I just decided to, give this, not clean it on a regular basis. But right down here are some items that I need to take into the shed. I think there were some gardening gloves and some Roundup that need to go in the shed later. So speaking of my shed, I'll give you a sneak peek of that. And then here is the living room. This is my husband's space, and there's a lot of stuff in here right now that I'm going to have to tackle. There's some board games you see under this entertainment center here, but there are also a few boxes for supplies that he got for some of his apartment buildings, and then these signs over here are signs that are also for some of the buildings. Right down here in the corner is something that you'll see me put in the shed later. That is an irrigation system. We installed it about 2, maybe even 3 months ago at this point, and these are just the leftover pieces that need to go into the shed. By the way, there is a video for that coming out soon. So right now I'm just getting started in the family room. Again, this will be a quick tidy. I'm just going to go around the room and take care of some really quick items. Now I'm going to give this activity center a good wipe down. I'm just using warm soapy water and vinegar. Let me take this moment to make a proper introduction. Hi, I'm T, a 50-something married mom of 5. 4 are young adults who are not in the home anymore, and we're still raising our 10-year-old. We are also first-time grandparents to a 6-month-old granddaughter. On this channel, you will see cleaning motivation, DIY home improvement, and room makeovers. If this is something that interests you, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing so far. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you, thank you, thank you. Your continuing support means more than you'll ever know. I bought these 2 teething remotes because number 1, our granddaughter is teething, and number 2, she loves the remote control. So hopefully she won't catch on too quickly that these remotes don't actually control the TV.
Acting strange for a while. I just need you to know that I want you close, ooh, ooh, closer than before. Closer than before. Closer than before. Hiding all my feelings, broken from the start. Wishing never leave.
So each week I like to share some good news and some not so good news. The good news is in the form of praises, and the not so good news is in the form of prayer requests. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into the good news for this week. So my daughter-in-law started working. Our granddaughter, as I mentioned earlier, is 6 months, so mom is back to work, and she actually had a really good week at work. That was something that was concerning to me. She had a really good week, and I'm excited for her, but I'm also excited that our granddaughter gets to spend some time with me in the interim until she ends up going to work with mommy as well. And so that's a praise, because I understand how difficult the transition can be when you go back to work and you have a new baby at home, or if you are a first-time mom and you've never experienced these things before. So I am so grateful for my daughter-in-law, that she's doing well, and that our granddaughter is thriving while mommy and daddy are at work. If you have some good news or a praise, please leave it in the comments below. You never know who might read your message and be encouraged, inspired, or motivated by what you leave as a comment. Later in the video, I'll jump into some not so good news and prayer requests.
With sparks in the air, he would stare at her in class, and she would try to act cool, but it was obvious, like, ooh, they would be together, ooh. And one day she said, write me a love song, 'cause I know you'll make it beautiful. And maybe I'll call you my sweetheart, and promise nobody can steal me away. Then I am yours, 'cause I want you, and I wanted you to know. He looked at her and then he smiled, picked up a pen and paper, and started writing. Probably something about her eyes and how they're always shining, or something cliche like, ooh, baby, I only want you. It's true. And then he said, I wrote you a love.
So let's get into my not so good news for this week. This is not quite an unspoken prayer. I do already have 3 outstanding unspoken prayers, but this is a prayer request for which I will provide some details. We do have a health concern in our family that we see that it's budding, and this is something that we've had to deal with before. This was a few years ago, and it seems like it is rearing its ugly head again. So I'm not going to mention who is directly affected by that, but of course it affects our entire family. So if you are the praying type, please pray for this health concern. And if you are someone who needs prayer for something in your life, please leave a comment below. You do not have to be specific. You can just say unspoken prayer, because you and I both know that God already knows what it is that you would like us to pray for on your behalf. If you have already submitted prayers in the past, please know that I am still continuing to pray for those concerns. If one of those prayers has been answered, please leave a praise below so that others can be encouraged, inspired, and motivated by your message.
Say something that will make my day, 'cause these memories of her won't go away. They're haunting me so I can't sleep. She was a pretty little liar who cut me deep, 'cause she left me here alone. Now my bed feels just...
So I forgot to put the grill cover back on the grill the day before and it got poured on. So I'm over here right now just making sure that I put the grill cover back on, but you'll also see me pick up this bucket in just a moment and pour the water. There's a bunch of water in the lid. I also need to go over to the shed and put those items away that I mentioned earlier, and I need to get some more pellets. We have a pellet grill, and I need to put some more pellets on the deck because the ones that were in that blue bin are all gone. So I'm just going to swap out that empty bin for one that is full.
Time went by and it was her and I. She promised me to never leave my side, but she left me here alone. I know it's dumb, I still check my phone 'cause I can't move on.
So I'm in the living room. This is my husband's space, and right now I'm just moving some of his signs. As I mentioned earlier in the video, he needed some signage for some of his apartment buildings, and he had a printer prepare those. I'm just going to go through this space and put things in places that make the most sense, but again, this is his space, so I don't want to misplace any of the items that he needs to get his hands on a regular basis. But also these board games, there are 3 board games under the entertainment center that have been driving me crazy, so I am struggling to find space for all 3. I only found space for 2 of them. The 3rd game had to end up going somewhere else, but all in all, I'm happy with how the room turned out, especially because besides the foyer, this is the first room you see upon entering the house, so I really just needed to get this straightened up.
Why did she go? Whoa. Was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd be the one? Whoa. Just tell me, why did she go? Child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt. I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. Your life you've tried to be a good man inside. Did everything that you thought you should. Didn't seem to do you any good.
So this is our shed. I'm only out here like once every year or two. That box that I just placed on the table is the box containing the irrigation system leftovers. So the shed made the most sense for a place to store that. But I'm just gonna pan around this room and let you see. By the way, this is a huge shed and it is filled to the brim. Both lofts are full of things and there's just so much stuff in this space. But to me, this was also interesting because I had not been here in a long time, and this gave me the opportunity to come and see exactly what we have stored in this space.
I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this
I'm going to swap out the empty pellet bin that's on the deck with one that is full. Here I didn't realize that the lids were not interchangeable, so that's what I'm doing here. Well, we got it done. Thank you for following along as I cleaned a high traffic area in my home and two extremely neglected areas. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you would like to see this kind of content in the future but are not yet subscribed, please click the subscribe button, and when you do, don't forget to click the notification bell so that you won't miss out on future uploads. Until the next time, stay blessed.
Went from so lonely to falling asleep.